The night shift. Ethan never liked night shifts, but after months of searching for work, he wasn't about to be picky. The Hollow Pines Hotel wasn't much, a 3-story building sitting on the edge of town, with wallpaper that peeled at the corners and a faint smell of mildew in every hallway. When he arrived for his first shift, the day manager, a woman in her 50s named Marla, looked exhausted. She handed him an old clipboard with a faint smile that didn't reach her eyes. "Read the rules before your shift," she said, "and don't break them." Ethan laughed softly. "Rules? Like what? No free breakfast after midnight?" Marla didn't laugh. She just stared at him for a long moment, her face pale and drawn. "Just read them, Ethan. I'll see you in the morning." She left before he could ask anything else. The rules. Ethan sat behind the front desk and flipped through the clipboard. The pages were yellowed, the ink smudged, and at the top, written in blocky handwriting, it read, "Hotel night shift rules. Do not enter room 13 after midnight. Do not book guests into room 13. If a little girl with bloody clothes shows up, give her a lollipop and tell her all the rooms are booked. If the lights in the main hallway turn off at 3 a.m., leave the front desk and do not return until the lights come back on. If you hear noises coming from the hallway, ignore them. If an old man in a black suit calls the phone and calls you by name, hang up immediately. Ignore screams from room 6. Do not enter when you hear them." He chuckled to himself. "What is this, a prank?" Still, the old hotel creaked and groaned like a dying animal. And even though he told himself it was a joke, he couldn't shake the chill running up his spine. 12:47 a.m. The lobby clock ticked louder than it should have. Ethan leaned back in the chair, sipping cheap coffee, trying not to think about the weird list. Then, ding! The elevator opened. A little girl stepped out. Her dress was white, or had been once. Now it was splattered with something dark. Blood. Her bare feet left faint red prints on the old carpet. Ethan froze. "Excuse me," she said softly, her voice trembling like static through an old radio. "Do you have any rooms?" Ethan's heart thudded against his ribs. He looked down at the clipboard, his finger trembling over rule number 3. He fumbled in the drawer until he found a dusty jar with a few lollipops inside. He handed her one, whispering, "All rooms are booked." The girl smiled, too wide. Then she was gone. Just gone. Not a sound, not a step. The elevator was empty again. 3 a.m. The lobby lights flickered, then died, pitch black. Ethan remembered rule number 4. He stood up so fast he knocked over his coffee. Every instinct screamed, "Don't move!" But the rule was clear. He stepped out of the front desk area, into the small staff lounge, and waited in the darkness. From the lobby came the sound of footsteps, slow, heavy, dragging, then whispering. Dozens of voices overlapping, too quiet to make out. When the lights finally blinked back on, the whispers stopped. The coffee stain on the desk was gone, but a set of wet footprints led from the front door to room 13. 3:27 a.m. The phone rang. Ethan jumped. He hesitated, staring at it. It rang again. He picked it up. "Hello?" The line hissed softly. Then a deep, gravelly voice said, "Good evening, Ethan." He froze. "How do you know my—" Click. He slammed the receiver down, heart hammering. Rule number 6. He didn't touch the phone again. 4 a.m. screaming. High-pitched, raw, desperate, coming from room 6. "Help me! Please!" He stood in the hallway, staring at the door. The screams got louder. It sounded like someone was being torn apart inside. Ethan's hand hovered over the knob. He wanted to help. He needed to help. But then, bang! The door shuddered. Something inside slammed against it, over and over. He stumbled back, remembering the rule. "Do not enter room 6. He ran back to the front desk, clutching the clipboard like a talisman. 5:55 a.m. The sun began to rise outside, the lobby filled with pale light. Everything was quiet again. When Marla arrived, Ethan stood waiting, pale, shaking, eyes bloodshot. She looked at him, then at the clipboard on the counter. "You made it through the first night," she said softly. "What the hell is this place?" he asked, voice cracking. Marla didn't answer. She only smiled faintly and reached for the clipboard. "Most people don't," she murmured, turning the page. Ethan frowned. "Don't what?" She flipped to a second sheet he hadn't noticed before. At the top, scrawled in the same handwriting, "New rule added, effective immediately, 8. Do not trust Marla."